Ashley, is my first video, and it's basically just like getting ready with me for open gym. So like there's nothing really glamorous going on, but like I did straighten my hair, and like I did do like regular makeup, and there's a makeup line, but like it's fine because it's just the gym and there's no one I'm trying to impress for sure. But yeah, I did get ready with me, and then like I answered some questions and went off on a couple little tangents. But comment below anything you want to see in the future. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and I hope that you enjoy this video. So yeah. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. Okay, so we're gonna start with Batiste dry shampoo. It's new, it wouldn't open. I'm just gonna kind of shake it up and spray it and rub it in. I use my Florida Gators scrunchie. I go to University of Florida, in case you guys didn't know, so that's exciting. I'm just gonna straighten my hair, it's just easier and doesn't take that long, and I want to do like some makeup, just like something simple. So like, because I'm kind of breaking out, you can see if I come close, but like I don't know, like I don't want it to look like I'm like trying too hard because it's open gym. Like I also don't want it to look like I just walked in there and I'm like, here I am, ugly and all. But yeah, so we're gonna just try natural makeup. Oh my gosh, the scrunchie is so like tight, what the heck. Hold on, this still looks bad, but it's okay because we're not at the finished product yet, and the finished product is what matters. Ow, is what matters, ladies and gents. But yeah, so the first question is, when's my birthday? My birthday is August 26th, 1998. But yeah, so I'll be 21, which is really exciting. I'm going with my parents for the weekend because my sister's flying down. And we're gonna go to some bars and go to the beach and go to a restaurant and get all dressed up because I like dressing up. And yeah, it's just gonna be kind of like a fun family thing. But yeah, my birthday is August 26th. My second question is, who's your favorite person in modern history? I don't really know what modern history means. I'm assuming it's just like the last 100 years or whatever. Yeah, in the last 100 years. And so I guess I'll say Marilyn Monroe, because I don't know, I just really love her. And like I know that she kind of has like a bad rep, or like there's like all those people who like wear like the Marilyn Monroe shirts, and like I was that person in 9th grade of high school, but like I just really love her. Like she overcame a lot, so she's like my favorite. And if you guys don't like her, like don't come for me, because everyone has their personal reasons for liking people, but like I don't know, she's just kind of cool, I guess. Love her. Yeah. And then who are your favorite YouTubers? So I'm really into Cody Co, obviously. Like he's kind of a big one. Sorry that I'm a basic white girl, but like I feel like one look at me, you're gonna be like, oh, this basic white girl's making a YouTube video, and it's true. But I really like Cody Co. I really like I don't know if it's Noelle or Noel. I think it's Noelle Miller. But yeah, I'm not gonna say it again because I don't want to get made fun of in the comments, and I know that I will. So yeah, I really like him. I like their videos together a lot. Like the That's So Cringe and Love Island like are A1. I was gonna chef's kiss, but I didn't have my hands free, so that's fine. And then I like Dylan Is in Trouble, because like I said, I'm really into movies, so I like watching like the film reviews and stuff like that. And then his Love Island videos are really funny too. I think that my favorite YouTuber right now is probably Trin Lavelle. I think that's how you say her last name. She's another movie reviewer, so you can tell what kind of YouTube channels I watch. I don't know, her and Dylan Is in Trouble are kind of like tied, because Dylan Is in Trouble has a lot of like actual, I feel like actual like film magic, like knows what he's talking about. when he's talking about like the lighting and like the sound and like the way that the scene's set up, which I think is interesting because like after watching like his videos, like now I'm like watching movies and I'm like, wow, that scene was filmed so good, or like, wow, that lighting is really nice. So like, I don't know, but then like Tren is very like, she's very like character driven. I feel like she's into like the characters and into like the film for like the plot. So I think that they're both like different and like why or like how they're viewing the films, but I think that they're both really good and like they both make jokes, like they're both really funny. So like 10 out of 10 recommend watching Dylan is in Trouble and Tren Lavelle. So shout out to them because they're hella funny, and like if I know how to edit that shit, like I would do it, but I don't. So if anyone knows how, hit me up because I really want to like watch a movie and review it, even though I'm not that funny, but I really want to be. So maybe if I just like keep doing it, I'll get funny. I don't know. Let's see. What's next? Who's your best friend? Okay, I don't really like this question because I always like get nervous that like I'm gonna forget somebody, but like right now I currently have like 3 friends. And so like this isn't including family because like I'm really close with my cousins, with 2 of my cousins, Brown and Marin. But yeah, so shout out to them, but they're my cousins, so they're not going to be included in this part. But my best friends are Mitchell and Emily. For sure, we've kind of been like on and off friends, but like I think that now we're kind of in a good place because we lost a common denominator. And now I think they're all in a really good place. I'm not going to go into detail with that, so just take that as you will. And then also 2 of my other best friends are Dom and then my friend Juliana, who went on my cruise with me. I love her and Dom. They're both really good at giving advice. They've kind of saved me a couple of times from like boy trouble, so like that's fun. But then Mitchell and Emily, like we all met through theater in high school, and me and Mitchell are going to revive Newsies. I'm going to be Catherine, he's going to be Jack, so be on the lookout for that after we graduate college because that'll be a good time. And yeah, and oh, and Emily just gives like really good advice. Like she like kind of keeps it like straight up with you, like even if you don't want to hear it, and like she's just kind of like really easy to talk to. So those are my best friends, and like those are kind of why they're my best friends, I guess. Like, so shout out to all of them because they've all made my life a lot easier, because like I've kind of been put through it in the past year or so, so like they've kind of like softened the blow as much as they could, and like I just really appreciate it. This isn't a sappy video, but like shout out to them. What's my favorite movie? What's your favorite scary movie? I might just insert the clip instead of me doing that because that's weird.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah. So my favorite movie, I have 3. One is Legally Blonde, which I mean, but Legally Blonde, I just really like that one. Like, I'm not gonna explain it to you because if you don't like that film, like, you don't have taste, no offense. But so that movie is one of my faves, and then I have 2 others, like I usually say like top 3. And then my other one is Cruel Intentions, which also has Reese Witherspoon in it. But Cruel Intentions is really good. It's like kind of a cool, like, I don't know, it's one of those like 2000s like teen movies, and I'm just kind of a sucker for those dumbass movies, but it's fine. Oh, I need some dry shampoo. Very nice. So Ryan Philippe and Sarah Michelle Gellar are stepbrother and stepsister, but I think that they like went to school beforehand, and they're like really rich and like really like elite. Like all of the characters are like really rich. And so they have like a flirtationship, and basically like Sarah Michelle Gellar is basically just teasing him, and she's like, oh, you can have sex with me, but like only if you do this. And so Ryan Philippe, who's like the bad boy and like everyone has a crush on, agrees to like try and sleep with Reese Witherspoon's character, because she's like a virgin, and like wrote an article about like how being a virgin is good and blah 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 and all that stuff. And then he like falls in love with her. It's kind of like a basic storyline, but like it's just really good, and like the ending's really good, and like the end song is Bittersweet Symphony, and that song's really good. If you haven't listened to it, I highly recommend it. I think it's by The Verve. It's just like a really good movie, and like the soundtrack's good. And then my third favorite movie is Heathers, and I also really like the musical version. Ow, that makes me sound really basic, but like I don't care. Heathers has like Winona Ryder and Christian Slater and Shannon Doherty, I think is how you say her name. But yeah, that movie's really good, and I'm not gonna explain that because it's kind of like confusing, and I just kind of rambled about Cruel Intentions for a long time, so don't want to ramble about another one. But all three of them are like really good, and like Legally Blonde and Heathers are both kind of like well known, and then Cruel Intentions is kind of well known by like maybe like a little bit older than me. Like I said, I'll be 21, so probably like 25ish. I feel like that was probably like their movie. So I mean, like depending on like how old you are, you might know that one, but yeah. And then Heathers is from the 80s, but like it's kind of like a cult movie, so a lot of people like it. What else do I have? Oh, what's my favorite Netflix show? Again, see, we're just going down TV and movies. My favorite Netflix show is probably Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Like the trailer came out or whatever, and I was like, oh, this looks good, and like I was excited for it because like I really liked Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but I really like dark stuff, and I think that it's really good, and it's not like just like a remake of the original. Like Salem the Cat Doesn't Talk, which like I know that some people were like kind of pissed about, but I was like, it's not supposed to be like a quirky teen comedy, it's like dark, and I really like it. I think it's really well done. Like Kiernan Shipka, who plays Sabrina, is like extremely talented, and she's been in a ton of stuff like when she was younger, and she's just like so talented. And then Ross Lynch is in it from like Austin and Ally, and like he's so good. And like I feel like the whole cast is very like well-rounded. Like there's some people that like I feel like you haven't seen before, but then like there's others that like you've seen but like not like to this extreme, so it's just it's like well balanced, I feel like, and I really like that about that show. I feel like a lot of Netflix shows are like that, but I think that that's my favorite Netflix like original show. I'm rewatching Glee right now, and I just finished rewatching Gossip Girl, but like those aren't Netflix shows, so I'm not going to include those, but those are both very good, so highly recommend you watch all three. Oh, my hair's done. So my hair's done. We're just gonna kind of like brush it back. Okay, after that I have to do some color correcting. This is from like Walgreens. I've had it forever. Like you can see that I've had it forever, but yeah. I'm supposed to be answering questions. Oh my god, I'm the worst. I'm not a beauty guru, and I don't want people to think that that's what this channel is, because I'm not. Like I feel like I'm gonna get shit about the way that I do my makeup, but it's okay. So yeah, just kind of use my finger and like go over the problem areas, and as you can see, there's a lot. Why is that one? Whatever. Just kind of go over like the pimples that are like really red, and like my chin's always really red, so I go a lot. I go in on my chin, I guess. But that's kind of what this is. And then like if I'm doing like a lot of makeup, like eyeshadow and stuff, I'll go in with like the orange under my eyes, because it like kind of like doesn't prevent it, but like makes your dark circles like go away a little bit, I guess. Who's my celebrity crush? I have a lot. It's kind of a problem. Like when I know that like in middle school I would literally like I had an album on Facebook, and it was just like celebrity crushes, and it was just like, I think that there was like 30 or 40 pictures in there, and like I'd add a new one all the time. It was rough, because I was like really into it, and I was like, I know that like everyone that I'm friends with on Facebook wants to see which celebrity I'm crushing on now, like for sure, when they didn't, and I knew that they didn't, but I still went for it anyway. Yeah, let's see, who do we have? For sure Tom Holland. Tom Holland and Shawn Mendes are probably my number one at the moment, but that's also kind of because like they're closest to my age. Like Shawn Mendes has the same birthday as my mom, which is kind of cool, and then Tom Holland I think is 2, maybe 3 years older than me. I don't really remember. Bad fan I am, but yeah, so them for sure. Tom Hiddleston, I'm a low-key stan. I was like really into Cody Simpson when I was younger, and like I thought that I was over it, but then he just released like new music and like unreleased songs from the albums from when I was younger, and I'm for sure not over it. So Cody Simpson. Who else do we like? What have I been watching? Oh, Ross Lynch, Gavin Leatherwood, both from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Who plays Klaus? Joseph Morgan. I feel like I'm just kind of naming every celebrity in Hollywood that everyone has a crush on, but it's fine. Chris Evans, definitely. I used to be a Chris Hemsworth girl, and like I still love him, but like Chris Evans is like my favorite Chris right now, and maybe it'll change, maybe it won't, because I'm not faithful like that. Next question. What concerts have I been to, and what's like my favorite memory? So my first concert was Lone Star, which is like a country band. I don't know if they're still a thing. I was like 7, and the concert was like on my birthday, so we got tickets, and like that was pretty good. And then what else? And then I saw Rascal Flatts when I was like, I want to say 11, and my uncle got like really drunk and like passed out like almost on top of me, and then I started crying because I didn't know what was wrong with him, because I was like 11 and like didn't understand, but it's fine. You guys are gonna have to watch me do my eyebrows, and I'm really bad at it, so I'm really sorry in advance. But so I saw Rascal Flatts, and I feel like most people know who Rascal Flatts are, but if you don't, they're a country band. They're pretty good. They were also in the Hannah Montana movie, fun fact. And then I've seen, and then I like went through my emo phase. I've seen Cody Simpson, and I met Cody Simpson. I've seen him twice, and I've met him once. And then, oh gosh, this is so hard to do like in my phone. This is awful. Hold on. Okay, we're back with eyebrows, half done eyebrows. They're really bad. I'm not good at eyebrows, but it's okay. I don't really know what I was talking about. Disclaimer, all of you beauty gurus, if anyone watches this and anyone's like a makeup person, I already know that like I'm gonna get shit for this, but you all can just get over it and it'll be fine. I have a sports bra on, don't worry. Oh no. And I'm gonna get shit for this, but it's just how it is, and it'd be like that sometimes, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. Sorry. But yeah. And then I went through like my little emo phase, but I went through it a lot later than everyone else did. Like I went through it in like 10th grade. And then I need more of this. And so I saw Falling in Reverse in concert with, I saw like the Bury the Hatchet tour, if anybody knows what that is. So it was like them and Escape the Fate. I've seen Black Veil Bride, Sleeping with Sirens, Pierce the Veil, a whole bunch of like smaller bands that opened for them, obviously. But when I went to the Black Veil Brides and Falling in Reverse concert, this band called Set It Off opened for them, and they're my favorite band now. And so I've seen Set It Off 5 times, and I've met them 3 out of the 5. Like twice I've seen them 6 times, and I've met them 4 out of the 5 times, sorry. 4 out of the 6 times, yes. Okay, that's right. And so like the first time I didn't pay to meet them because it was at Warped Tour, so like you just like, I don't know if anyone's been to Warped Tour, you know, but like you just kind of like go. And then like they went on tour, and I got tickets and met them, and then I went to 2 more shows, both of which, one was in March and then one was just in July, and I met them at both of those. And I think that my favorite memory was which is why I saved them for last, my favorite memory is probably so I had surgery in February because I sprained my ankle 6 times. I think I said this at the beginning of the video, but and so like I was in a cast because I couldn't put weight on it, and so like literally like my sister was like wheelchairing me in, and so like she wheelchaired me, but like to meet them you had to go down like 3 little steps, and so like I stand up and I'm holding all the railing and I'm on one leg, and then like the either the guitarist or the bassist, he like comes over, and his name's Dan, And he's like, oh, do you want help? And I was like, yeah, sure. So he like takes my hand, kind of like braces my arm and like helps me down the steps, which was really nice. And so I'm literally like hopping on one leg and I'm like trying to give them all a hug. And so then like they help me get into like the middle of them. And then lead singer Cody kind of like puts his arm around me and like is like kind of like pulling me up so that I don't have like all of my weight on my one foot. And he's like, I got you, don't worry, which was like swoon, but you know, fine. And so like that was the thing. And then like, oh, and so then it was my sister's turn to take a picture. So I'm just like kind of like standing over here and the wheelchair is still up there because my sister was gonna take a picture and then go get it and bring it down and then like wheel me out. And so I'm just kind of standing over there and I'm just on one leg and I have my sister's purse, my phone, and then I guess her phone. So I'm like taking pictures of my sister meeting them because it's her first time meeting them. And so the drummer Max kind of like looks over and he's like, how long have you been on your one leg? And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, have you been standing on just that leg like this whole time? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, do you like do anything? And I was like, what are you talking about? And like basically he was just like so shook that I was bouncing, and like the whole band was kind of like, oh my god, like that's insane that you've been bouncing this long, blah 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 blah. And it was just really funny because like he was like so legitimately like shook and like excited that I was like on my leg for this long. I don't know, it was weird, but it was cute and I really enjoyed myself. And yeah, that's all that matters. What's the next one? Favorite Disney princess or character? My favorite Disney princess is Rapunzel. I just really love her and I really love her film, and Flynn Rider's like the love of my life. So if there's any real life Flynn Riders out there, like hit me up because I just really love him and he's just really cool. And she's just adorable and like so like unaware of like the rest of the world and like how evil it can be, and like I just really love that because like I'm kind of dense sometimes and like don't really know what's going on. And I don't know, she's just precious and just like adorable and I just love her. Like I have a Disney season pass, so anytime I go to Disney World, like I immediately go straight back and go to the Royal Hall or whatever it is and meet her. And I think Tiana's in there too, and I love Princess and the Frog, so it's just like a win-win. I guess my favorite character, oh, I really love Scar. First of all, Scar is like a fantastic Disney villain, and Be Prepared in the cartoon version, I'm not going to talk about the live action version because I was not happy. In the cartoon version, Be Prepared is such a great song. Like it's so good. Like there's a little bit of comedy and like Scar is very sarcastic. It's just so good. Like Scar is such a great Disney villain, so he's probably my favorite character. But then I also really like Nico the raccoon from Pocahontas. I know that like some people haven't seen Pocahontas, but it's fine. And because he's really cute and he just like steals stuff and he's just really funny. He's obviously like the comedic relief in that film, but he's still funny and I love him. So yeah, that's my favorite Disney princess and Disney character. Hunger Games, Harry Potter, or Twilight? So book-wise, I've only read the Hunger Games. I've tried to read Harry Potter like I think 3 times. Like before Deathly Hallows came out, I tried like the movie. I tried to read the book because I wanted to know what happened. But I was just like very confused, obviously, because I hadn't read any of the other books. And then Twilight, like the movies were okay, but I was never really like big into it. Like I thought that Jacob was hot, obviously, but like I was never like really into it. Interesting though, like I'm now Team Edward versus Team Jacob. Like I was very hardcore Team Jacob when I was younger, but like now I'm Team Edward, so that's kind of an interesting fact. But and then what was the other one? Hunger Games? Oh, Hunger Games. Oh yeah, like I said, like Hunger Games is the only one that I've actually like read. Oh, I have to do this in the mirror. Is the only one I've actually read. But like it's hard because I didn't like the Hunger Games movies that much. Well, I liked Catching Fire and then the 2 Mockingjay ones, but I didn't like the first Hunger Games. Like I just didn't think it was done well, and I thought that they like, to anyone who's read the books, like I didn't like that they didn't include Mage. I felt that she was kind of important, especially in like the later movies. And then like I don't know, I thought that there was just like random things that were cut out of the first Hunger Games film that shouldn't have been, and I'm sure that like everyone kind of feels like that if they've read a book and then it gets turned into a movie. And I'm sure that anyone who has read the comics, like to Marvel, feels like that when the movies come out, but like I haven't, other than Hunger Games, so I've just never really experienced that. And then I never got into Divergent. That's why Divergent isn't in this question. But like, so I don't know, I guess Hunger Games, just because like I was the most invested in that one, because like the first one came out when I was in 8th grade, and so then it was kind of like my high school thing was like Hunger Games. Like I was really into it and like really invested. And like I was really invested in the Harry Potter movies, but the books came out like I was young. Like I know that like timeline wise, like the final battle in Harry Potter takes place in 1998, I think, and like that's the year I was born. I don't really know when like the books were released, or at least like the first one, but like that just kind of like makes it like, that kind of like puts it in perspective that like they were out like before I could read. So it's just kind of like I never like got onto like the book trend, but like yeah, I've just never really read them. So I guess Hunger Games. What's next? Oh, top 3 ships from any show, movie, or book. My first one, oh gosh, this is hard. Wait. My first one is for sure Caroline from The Vampire Diaries. I never finished that show, but definitely Klaus and Caroline from Vampire Diaries, because I thought that they were really cute, and I thought that their dynamic was really good. Like I thought that she definitely brought out the best in him, and I think that she had never really had like somebody who was like all in for her, and like all like was willing to like do anything for her, and like no matter like what she did, he was kind of like, he was like, we can work on it, blah 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 blah. He was just very like her, like Caroline is like all he wanted, like whereas like Damon, like Elena was all he wanted, but like I feel like Klaus was very like, Caroline all I wanted. I didn't watch the originals, I don't watch Legacies, I never finished Vampire Diaries. I think I stopped. There was an episode at one point where like Klaus and Caroline hooked up, and I watched that, and then I think the episode after, and then I just stopped because like the originals never came back, and they were some of my favorite characters. Like I loved Cole, I loved Elijah, I loved Rebecca. Like they were all just very good, and they left, and so I was just kind of pissed, especially because like we got teased with Caroline and we never got it, but it's fine. Let's see, any movies or books? So I love Finnick from the Hunger Games, and so I don't know if this is just because like I love Finnick, or if like I just love the dynamic between Finnick and Annie in Hunger Games. You don't really see their dynamic a lot in the movies, but like in the books, when you read it, like it tells you a little bit more. And so Finnick and Annie is just like a really cute dynamic, because Annie suffers from like, she suffers from something mental, and I don't remember what it is. I don't know if it's PTSD or if it's just like trauma related to the Hunger Games, but he basically just like helps to take care of her, and like is very like soothing with her, and it's just like really cute and sad. It's like the whole dynamic where like President Snow is basically like, hey, like you're gonna be a prostitute, or I'm gonna like sick people on Annie, and like he does it because he loves her, and I just love that, and I just love Finnick. And then a third one, oh, I can't believe that I like forgot about this. Styles, Stonsky, and Lydia Martin from Teen Wolf, for sure. Like Stydia was probably, when did Teen Wolf come out? 2009. Yeah, Stydia was probably like my first like real like hardcore like I love them, I want them together. Like I just love them, and I'm gonna say something like, if you watch Teen Wolf you might not like, but you'll get over it. First of all, Styles and Derek was like a weird like fever dream, I feel like I don't know like why people shipped it, and like don't come at me with the I'm homophobic comments, because like that's not it. Like it just didn't make sense. Like Derek was always like kind of an ass to Styles, and like that just doesn't really make sense. And like Caroline was kind of mean to Klaus and like Vampire Diaries, but like that's different. Like Derek just like was annoyed, like was so annoyed by Styles, and like just I don't think that was like a thing. And then Styles like didn't really have like that, like, yeah, no, just, it was very weird. Like, I can see Styles being like bisexual, like canonically, but like Styles and Derek together is just like a weird dynamic. Like, if you guys wanted to ship like Styles and Scott or like Styles and Isaac or something else, like I'd get it, but like Styles and Derek is just like a weird dynamic that like I didn't understand. And then Styles and Malia, I was very, very furious about, because Malia literally like came in, I think like punched Styles in the face in Aiken House, and then maybe I'll make a video about Teen Wolf because I have a lot to say about this show. And like it was just very weird, and then it was like a time jump and they were like in love and like together and like sleeping in bed together, and I was like, what's happening? Because like and then like finally City like gets together, like Styles and Lady get together, but like it was like so at the end, and then like even like they said I love you in the beginning of the last season, but like they didn't, like, because Styles like disappears, like you don't see anything and you don't see any of the scenes like all of us have like come to love and all that stuff, so it just like wasn't really the same, and I felt like we got teased a lot with it and I just didn't really like it. But I loved them as a couple, which was like good, and like that was kind of the important part of it. If I could go anywhere in the world on vacation, where would I go? Greece. I want to live out my Mamma Mia fantasy, and like that's kind of a joke, but like also not, because like I love the Mamma Mia movies, and low-key I think the second one was better than the first one, but like don't, whatever. But I think the Greece is just so pretty. Like I've watched Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants a couple times, and like she goes to Greece. Whoever Alexis Bledel plays, she goes to Greece, and like oh wait, Gilmore Girls, there's also a couple of ships that I'm really into in Gilmore Girls, but I'll just save that for another thing. I'll make a whole video about like ships and TV shows and stuff like that. But whoever Alexis Bledel plays, she's like Greek, and she goes to Greece for like the summer, and it's just so beautiful. Like it's kind of like, I don't really know what rustic means, so I don't want to say it's rustic, but it's so beautiful, and like the water's so blue. Like I went to Grand Turk on my cruise, and like that water's so blue and so beautiful. But like Greece is just so cool, and I don't know, I just really love it. And I was like a Percy Jackson kid, so like I would love to go to like any like historical places and like see if like there's anything like the gods or like the myths and all that stuff, because I think that stuff is cool too. So yay Percy Jackson. My favorite movie sequel. Okay, so I really like Grease 2, and I know that a lot of people don't. But that's okay, you don't have to, but just don't come for me for liking it. I thought that Grease 2 was kind of cute. The Cool Rider song that Michelle Pfeiffer sings is so good. Like when I don't know if anyone's seen it, she's like on top of a ladder, and it's basically talking about how she wants like a cool rider, like someone rides a motorcycle. It's basically like the whole like gist or whatever. And so she's like pretending to ride a motorcycle like on the ladder. It's really cool. I love that. And then I love The Lion King 2. A lot of people haven't seen it, but it's so good. It's basically Romeo and Juliet, but it's Simba's daughter, and then it's speculated that it's Scar's son. Like they never like say it, which I mean like I get it because that would make them cousins and that's weird, but like it's speculated that that's what it is. But I really love that movie. I'm trying to think if there's any like sequels that I won't get hated on for. Oh, Catching Fire. Hunger Games Catching Fire, for sure. Love that. I thought it was a million times better than the first movie. Finnick's in it, obviously. Yeah, so I guess that those are good sequels that I like. And then Guilty Pleasure reality show. I'm really into Dance Moms. I'm still really into Dance Moms, like, you know, with the new team. Presley's my favorite, so go Presley. And then I was really into it when it was originally on. I was a Kendall and Kalani person, so yay Kendall and Kalani. And then I think Dancing with the Stars is considered reality, and I really like that. And then I got really into The Bachelorette this past season with Hannah B. And that was really good. And I was really upset because like from the get-go, like Jed was my favorite, and then all the drama about him came out, and then like the ending happened, and I was like, okay. And so like I got like kind of like played. Like I felt played, even though Hannah got played. Like I felt like I had personally been like hurt. Like I was like, wow, like you're just gonna do us like that, like okay. And so like it was just interesting, I guess. So here's the finished look. Okay, so here's the finished look. I just did my hair in like a high pony with a black scrunchie. Like I said, there's not a lot of makeup on me. It's just kind of like there. No eyeshadow. You can't even really tell I have mascara on like at all. And then I just have like a little gloss on. And then I'm wearing a, oh gosh. I'm wearing a Set It Off tank top, and their signatures are actually on the back. And then I'm just wearing Nike Pros, and then I'll change into my cheer shoes once I get there. So that was my first video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you watched it. If you did, I really appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up. Don't give it a thumbs down. Like, even if you didn't like it, just go ahead and like slide away. Like, it's chill if you didn't like it, but like don't give it a thumbs down. Like, that's unnecessary, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I have a makeup line. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to the gym. It's okay. So give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. I think I'm gonna do a room tour at some point because like I just got this really pretty tapestry and I really like it. I'm gonna do a room tour because I have my room at my apartment. But yeah, I'm gonna try and keep putting out content as long as I don't get too overwhelmed with school. It just kind of like depends on like what kind of assignments I have this semester. I have a pretty chill semester, but we'll see. So yeah, subscribe to my channel. Please like, please don't dislike. And yeah, I really appreciate you watching. Thanks.